In YouTube drama news.
I don't like that. I don't like that, dude.
Meanwhile, I love it.
I'm just gonna have to close my mouth this whole video.
Oh. Submitted by Gerald from Singapore. Hi, Gerald.
Hi, Gerald.
Hello.
Gerald. Top YouTube creators are calling out Defy Media for shady practices.
Oh, we don't even need to read the article.
Wait, what?
Boze, take it away.
Boze is
We don't need to read. We don't read.
For those who are not in the loop of YouTube, but watched only JK, we could give them a little rundown.
What's the bring them in the loop? I don't know nothing.
The tea.
Today on Tea Time with Boze.
Defy Media is the company that purchased Smosh like 8 years ago, like something like that, a long time ago, right? So they bought Smosh and...
Are you wearing a ski mask?
Yes.
It's not even a beanie.
No, it's a ski mask. I don't know. It's a statement.
I am. I'm focused on that.
I want to listen to the gossip.
This is one of those stories I gotta hear completely.
This is, I mean, it's a sick hat, so, you know. But... So they bought Smosh, and I'm gonna tell y'all this because Anthony Padilla said it in his video. Apparently, they sold Smosh for $0 and only for stocks in the company. Which were useless because the company never went public.
He fucked up so bad.
I mean, they were young though. They were like 18, but I don't have a lot of tea on that. I just heard that in Anthony Padilla.
Well, yeah, I saw the same video.
He really sold it for $0?
No, he sold it for stock. So the thing is, when he sold Defy, he sold Smosh for stock, hoping that a bigger company can one day blow it up and sell it because it's beyond his ability. But he was hella young.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They sold it for $0 and stock.
Yes.
Fuck, that's crazy. I just couldn't believe.
That's what a lot. I mean,
but they didn't know anything about business. In his video, to summarize it, he didn't know anything about business. He was really young. This was his first time. He got taken advantage of, and so basically he did what he did. But there was a lot of stuff where he couldn't talk about, so it was easier for him to leave Smosh. Remember that, several years ago?
Yeah.
So what happened to Defy?
Well, all right, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of background. Smosh, I'm part of Smosh Games, those of you that didn't know, or it was. But Smosh Games and Smosh still make millions of dollars every year. I mean, the AdSense is crazy. We have over 8,000 monetized videos. So the retrograde views bring in crazy AdSense. Everything's loaded up with ads. We get a lot of brand deals. We're on Amazon Prime. I mean, it still makes millions of dollars. But Defy invested in a few smaller business practices that didn't exactly give returns. So there was a lot of dead channels and dead arms in the company, and the two brands Clever, who was our beauty and makeup thing, and then Smosh were keeping the lights on.
So you guys were subsidizing a lot of other channels.
Yes, basically. And in my opinion, I feel like they made some poor real estate practices. We had 2 offices in Beverly Hills. We had 1 office in Times Square. We also had offices in San Francisco, Chicago.
Damn.
Yeah, they were really, and I heard that the New York office has custom wallpapers in every room. Each person, if they had their office, they could just customize their wallpaper. So they were just, and I get it. I think part of the thing is for them to be taken very seriously so that more people spend money, but that's not what happened. So 2 weeks ago on Friday, we all and let me let y'all know right now, I was in a live stream when this happened. This is the actual tea. This is the actual tea. So I'm in a live stream with 2 of my coworkers, and we get an email from the CEO named Matt Diamond, who that's one of those weird shady people that you never see.
Matt Diamond?
Matt Diamond. He sends out an email at 1:55 and says, everyone dial in, company call meeting in 25 minutes. When the CEO sends a mass email to everyone and says, company call. Now, I'm on a live stream right now.
That sounds serious as fuck.
Right? And there's 3 of us in the room, and we're joking. We're like, oh, is it finally happening? There's 30 minutes of footage online of me, Tim, and my friend Tommy finding out we're losing our job.
Whoa!
You kept it streaming?
We had to keep streaming. So we get that email, right? So we're like, word, what the fuck? But we know that Smosh makes so much money, so like we're chilling, you know? Like we're like, okay, all right, well we'll see. So they get on the call. We can't get on the call because we're doing the live stream. So we're texting somebody on the other side of the office, and they're in the call. And basically he says, the company will cease operations on January 2nd. We're like, I don't know all the details of it, but basically with the information we got back during the live stream was everyone's getting laid off on January 2nd. Just out of fucking nowhere, right? And so we're like, word? So we finish the live stream and we go out there and everyone's standing out there like, what just happened, you know? Crazy, right? So like over the weekend, everyone's kind of like a little sad, disappointed, but they say like, we're still gonna be getting paychecks and stuff like that for the next 2 months. So Tuesday rolls around.
Oh no.
Tuesday rolls around.
At least he gave everyone like a 2-month heads up.
Yeah, they were required by law because of something called the Warren Act. If a plant or a facility shuts down, they must give the workers 2 months notice.
Oh.
Well, Tuesday rolls around and we get an email that says, this is an update, the layoff will be effective immediately as of November 6th.
Oh,
so they were like, your healthcare lasts until the end of the month and they cut off all payments. So Defy like financially fucked us all over hard. Like they go from saying you'll be getting like, you know, $10,000, $12,000 in the next 2 months to you get nothing, but your health insurance is over on November 30th. So like that's literally what happened to fucking everybody. And I mean, we're on the side of the channel that's still making bank, right? So that's bad enough. Come to find out. I
like your voice level changes, by the way. It's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm in it. Like I just realized my mouth was open the whole time.
This whole video is Boze talking for 14 minutes straight. But yeah, so like
sip that tea.
So that's bad enough. We're all processing because what the fuck just happened, you know? And so, but we're down, but we're not out because Smosh is still very successful, and all another studio has to do is come in and buy it, you know, like
for money this time.
Yeah, for money, for money. Yeah, we didn't know that the company had started going over a month ago, and they knew that, and they were trying to use Smosh to pay for everything, and they just couldn't keep up with it, where they should have shut down some other practices. Now, the real fucked up thing that happened was the Defy Media was an MCN and it owned multiple channels. They would email people, like they could have emailed JK News and said, hi, we're this entity, we own these brands, these brands, these brands, and they would use Smosh and be like, we own Smosh, we can blow your channel up. And they would purchase people's channels outright, and then the deal was that Defy takes all of their AdSense and then they take 7% and then cut them a check and then send the AdSense back to the people, right? Well, they stopped paying people in September. They stopped paying everyone, and they owned over 150 channels.
Damn.
They stopped paying everyone September 1st, and then they shut down in November, and they took all of that money.
Whoa.
So YouTube had to step in and cut people from the MCN so that people could get their AdSense back, but they're also like, we don't know what to tell you about those last 2 months of pay. And I saw Chad Wildclay tweeted that he had 421 million views that month. That's like $800,000.
Whoa.
So Defy took everyone's AdSense and used it to pay their debt. And then, like, I know Matt Pat's on the network. You know Matt Pat makes bank.
That's just that's thieving.
But the company has completely filed for bankruptcy and dissolved. Therefore, nobody's liable. When you file a Chapter 7, nobody's
but
liable.
they still stole money.
Yeah, they
so
did.
Even if you're bankrupt, they could be can't that be punishable by law? Because they're only basically they're a pass-through. So when the money comes in and then they take 7%, they're not supposed to take 100%, or else that's just stealing.
It is, but that's the thing. When you file a Chapter 7, you're not liable for anything even more. And then also the tier list as it goes right now is if any money gets paid out, one, they have to pay the investors first. Smosh got a $70 million investment last year, so that takes priority. Then second priority would be all the workers that were laid off versus which is us. So we're probably never getting paid for those 2 months.
You better steal a couple staplers.
Right? Steal everything. But, and then under that would be all of the people that got their AdSense stolen. Even Shane Dawson's boyfriend was on the network, and so he started tweeting out about it, but then he eventually started just being like, YouTube, can you pay us back? Because they know it's all business, baby, and there's nothing they can do.
Is Defy Media and Alloy the same company?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It was Alloy
So
first.
who's the main head? Is it just Matt Diamond?
Matt Diamond and Keith Richmond.
Keith
I saw
Richmond?
that guy in the office a lot all the time. So like,
Those are the widest names I've ever heard in my life. That's fucking crazy, dude. It sounds like you made that shit up on the spot. Matt Diamond and Keith Richmond.
dude, but like, you know, a lot of people are saying like Smosh is over, and it's really not. It's just, it's a process for a new thing to buy it.
Yeah.
Basically, like the bank owns all the properties, so there's a giant auction.
The viewership is there, the audience is there.
Yep.
It's not that the business shut down, it's just the financial part needs to get cleaned up, but someone will come and buy it.
Yeah, for sure.
How much?
Dude, that's the crazy thing. I'm curious about
You
that.
guys got in your wallets. Let's see.
Why don't you guys own Smosh on your own?
They're doing an auction. The bank's doing an auction for all the
A
property.
YouTube auction?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy, right? I was like, I'm trying to get on that list. I want to see what's going on.
Smosh for one, Smosh for two.
$2?
$2.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna be fucking millions.
5 CPMs, 3
That
CPMs,
is
8
tragic.
ACPM.
Yeah.
happening right now, and like,
So,
Casey Neistat, go buy it.
so we're still recording videos.
Yeah.
There's one video that like the day that we got that email that said like y'all aren't even getting paid for the rest of it. We still had one more video to shoot, and we were like, so why we're not gonna do this, right? And they were like, we still have to shoot it. So
Why?
there's still a video.
Why?
They said
Under obligation, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, because they had already booked.
But you're
the crew and everything.
already done. Like,
I mean, they like had already let go of like post-production and stuff, so no one would even be there to edit it. So there's still like a video that they made us do like after we knew everything, and we just had to ride through it. That's the tea, y'all.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah.
That legal shit is a whole nother beast, though.
That was the most fascinating 12-minute story of my life.
you know, that was really good. You did a
I
good
was
job.
watching everything unfold, dude.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I saw a building explode in my
So what's your team gonna do now?
Well, we're
You're still
actually
filming Smosh?
we're still
At
making
the
videos.
office?
Well, they got evicted from the office, bruh.
So where are they filming?
This whole company knew what they were doing. They did not pay rent on the first
Shady.
because they knew what was up. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
so shady.
Yeah.
What, I'll tell you this, I'll try to get you on as many videos at JK as possible.
Oh, sick! Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still
today.
I'm still chilling, dude.
She said, dude, we had offices in Japan, we had it up in Tokyo's, we had it up in China. Hey, you could come work for JK.
Hey, but you know what that is? They're like, you know what they are? They're like a used luxury car. It fucking depreciates like a motherfucker. It's all flash.
Well, it depends what kind of luxury car.
1992 Toyota Camry.
Okay, yes.
And we got healthcare. We got Band-Aids in the bathroom.
There you go.
Shit.
We're very dependable.
We got soap,
So I need that.
water, Kirkland.
People about to do a YLF JK vid, that's gonna get 12 views.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I know. YLF JK.
You don't know, we're the opposite. You can't leave.
I can't. Why would I leave though? I was technically like they say lay off. I say vacation.
You gotta have a damn good reason to leave JK.
No, except actually, I was in somebody's Twitch stream earlier today, and it was my friend's stream, and I resubscribed, and I was like, yeah, let me throw my friend a sub. And like when I subbed, it was like Big Boss Boze has subscribed, and then somebody in the chat was like, at Big Boss Boze, I'm so sorry about your job. I was like, listen, shut up.
You can't afford this, take this out.
Like, hey Boze, you don't need to subscribe. We know that you need the money. I'm like,
You don't have to put on airs for us. Like, take that $3 back.
fam, I'm on vacation until further notice.
That's tight, dude.